Frames per second. 49. Oh, 30. Okay. I don't know why it's 30. Not like we're gonna have images on here. Woo! Okay, we'll stop doing that. This is the first podcast meeting. Come to order. No, wait.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I'm actually concerned. I'm going to be the host today, which is obvious. JRR. Some call me Laser, some call me Zanoni, some call me James, some call me Rice, some call me Double R, some call me R, some call me D, some call me J, some call me M, some call me I, some call me A. I'm just using all sorts. I'm using every letter I can. Damn it.
Alphabet.
I'm taking it all. I take it all.
You greedy motherfucker.
That's right. I leave nothing for nobody. I have the alphabet. I have the German alphabet, the Russian alphabet, the Japanese alphabet, the Chinese alphabet, and the American alphabet. So if there's anything left, y'all ain't getting it.
I'll take the Irish. Thank you.
Damn it, I knew this one. Damn it.
Yup.
So we'll start from... Oh, wow, I can't even say from left to right, because on you guys, it's probably going to look totally different.
Yeah, you're on the left, brother.
Ooh, yeah! Well, I guess we'll start with you.
Okay, then. Mac, Mickey G, Sean, whatever you feel like calling me.
Yo.
Alright, Giggles.
I've known JRR there for, Jesus, 12 years?
At least.
At least. That's a long damn time. And now I pass it on to Kira.
Yeah, Giggles.
I guess that's my new nickname now. Okay, I'm Kara. Yeah, that's pretty much what everybody calls me now. Or as Jay there says, Giggles. Alright, Vic, your turn.
I
am Cleveland.
What's so funny?
Don't worry about it, man. Just it's a long joke. Just go for it. Go on.
As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted,
My bad.
I am Death Note. And secret identity withheld.
Okay, that'll work. So, today's fun little topic is pretty much going over online gaming. You know, you play something like Halo or something, you gotta download 500 maps to play with your buddy for some crackhead reason.
Yep.
And heaven forbid, if the download is actually gonna cost you some money. And lo and behold, you actually have access to said item when you're offline. So we got that for discussion, and we also have the good old... How can I word this properly? The E-penis is bigger than their fucking age.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely me.
You see how calmly I let people walk into it themselves? I just help.
Oh, that's too funny.
Well, anybody have any options, opinions, whatever on that?
Well, I'll tell you, as someone who's played most of the Call of Duties, at least they do a good job of nowadays matching you up with people who have similar maps. I remember in the days of Halo 2, you'd be sitting in a queue for 20 minutes, it'd fill up, and then it'd say, oh, whoops, you don't have the right map, sorry. It's, ugh. And a lot of them are giving them out for free, which is a lot better than having to pay, $8 for 4 maps when I don't care where I'm killing people, I just want to kill people.
I have Call of Duty 4 or something like that, and it does that all the time. It'll load up, and it's like, you have to download this map to play. I'm like, why the fuck would you load it then?
Yup. The new Modern Warfare have been doing a lot better. I haven't played 3 yet, or 2 or whatever it is.
Yeah, those ones seem to be alright.
Black Ops X2 Prime Special Championship Edition 2, 3, 7. Street Fighter.
And it'll still be $60 for the game, and freaking.
We've changed the hairstyle of one character. $60.
I just had to explain to my fiance that just because I paid $60 for the Old Republic doesn't mean I get to actually play it. I still have to pay $15 a month if I want to play.
Yeah,
And
that.
as a non-gamer, she just doesn't get it. So she's like, "So wait, we have to keep paying for the game?" Well, yeah, you're paying for the privilege of interacting with other people. Which is even funnier because when I play that particular game, I don't team up. I just solo the fuck out of everything.
This is classified as irony.
Yeah, I just want to play it for the stories. Like, give me a single player mode and let me, like, all MMOs should do that. If you want to play by yourself, play in the entire world, but just do it alone.
Like how Diablo 2 would do it.
Right. And not
here.
this. Don't even get me started. I'm boycotting Diablo 3 because I think it's fucking ridiculous to make me have to be online for goddamn single player mode.
Wait, you have to be online for single player mode?
Yes. You have to have an internet connection for
Oh
all
my
aspects
God.
of Diablo 3. It's their stupid DRM.
Wow.
That game ain't looking so hot now, huh? So get back on your PS3.
You know what?
Uh,
Well, I was a fan in Diablo 2, so I was like, hey, maybe they'll keep the same idea. No, evidently not.
well, you know, and a part of it was like, we don't want people having god items. Well, stupid, if I'm playing in single player mode, who cares if I make a sword that saps 50,000 health in one hit?
Even though I only have 200 health. But that's another story.
Exactly. You remember all those items we had? Like,
Dude, I still have those on Diablo 2.
we could literally park our character in front of Diablo for a half an hour, come back, and we wouldn't be damaged. Like,
On max difficulty.
yeah, hit the guy one time and he just dies. Oh, whoops.
Hey, Diablo, you alright down there? Dude? Oh, come on, you're not dead. There's a love tap.
Mm-hmm.
Diablo? Diablo. Oh, fuck.
Well, as far as, like, I'm not, like, for that. Just like it. Okay.
English.
I don't know how to speak that language. But for WoW, like, I haven't played it long, but, like, it's supposed to be a multi-massive player game, but I've maybe, like, when playing, I've seen, like, one or two actual people walk by me. So it's like, what's the point of it being a multi-massive game? It's like, there's no one on there.
Okay, I can confirm for you, for the WoW aspect. What happens in WoW is people get to the max level, and that is where they're going to sit. On their max level tune, sitting there waiting for raids and all that bullcrap forever.
Like, maybe it's just me and I'm just so low in ranking that I'm still at the very start of the game, so, like, everyone's already past me, but who knows?
That's pretty much what happens.
And a lot of people are bailing, especially on WoW, because it's been out for, what, 8 years now? 9 years? And
At least.
yeah, they keep releasing new expansions, but it's the same old bullshit, which is why I finally just gave up and walked away.
Yeah.
You know, I've tried City Heroes, I've tried Champions, I've played almost every MMO that's come out in the last couple years, at least in beta, if not the whole thing, and
It still translates to WoW.
I just get bored really quickly. That's what I liked about the Old Republic. Like, each class, you do the same missions, but then each class has its own class missions. And not like Warcraft, where you get one every 10 levels. Like, each planet, you have your own special class missions.
Yeah,
and
you couldn't go into every place going, okay, I'm going to do what the Sith does.
Yeah, exactly. And you really get a feel for being a different character. You know, when you're a Sith Inquisitor and you're talking to somebody, you can just go, oh, well, you're not giving me the answers I want, lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, thank you for giving me all your information, lightning.
Yeah.
It's...
Stop
I don't know.
shooting them. What?
I got so tired of Warcraft when you play a thief and you do, or whatever it's called, and you do the same missions, and then you're a warrior, and it's the same missions, and like...
Yeah.
It's so tedious. I bailed on my account with like 35,000 gold between the 5 characters, a bunch of high items, and I just whatever. I don't even care enough to like sell the characters.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Well, like, I've played a couple, like, RuneScape's like one of those old freaking online games, but for like game wise, it's not bad. However, you why are you gonna freaking pay for something that gives you viruses?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can keep everyone pretty much in loop. Victor, you play PlayStation 3, right?
Yep.
What games do you normally play?
Online.
No, I just mean in general, because I can relate this to you in a term if I knew what you were playing.
I play a shitload of games. I got games on my shelf that I have yet to open. Games
Just go with the game that you play that has options.
That's funny. PlayStation 3 games having options.
I know, that's kind of like Streamline, but just roll with me.
The games I mostly been playing lately is Final Fantasy 13, Uncharted 2.
Let's try this again. Options. 13 doesn't count. 13 is a straight line. We've gone over this.
No, in that case, no, I haven't played any of those games.
They're really. It seems like, with the exception of stuff like Skyrim, consoles don't get a lot of games with open world like choices anymore. That kind of stuff died with the Super Nintendo. Oh, I remember the days of telling people, "Oh yeah, you need to fix your computer ROM. Alt F4, that'll do it. That'll fix your game real quick."
Oh, it fixes alright.
Hey, just delete System 32 folder.
Yeah, that
You'll
works.
be okay. Oh yeah, I was talking about how it's a lot of fun when people tell them how to destroy their computer under the guise of assisting them.
Oh, yeah, just hit these buttons. Oh, whoops, there goes your computer.
No, smoke means it's working harder. You definitely should pour water on it to cool it down when it gets too hot.
If it sizzles, it means it's working.
Exactly.
If the motherboard starts to melt, that's even better.
But what happened if it explodes?
Oh, well then you did it right. You just gotta have it put back together. Yep.
And if it kills the person?
Speaking of winning, this is your fault there, JRR. You all just lost the game.
That's like I was watching Men in Black 2 earlier, and the car's got a PlayStation controller as a steering wheel.
Yeah, and that movie came out in what, 02?
Probably. I don't know.
I think it was 02 because I was in Kyrgyzstan and I found a really badly dubbed Russian copy of it. So English lines, but then you just hear the Russian guy like yelling on top of it.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. I got it the day after it came out into the States and it only cost me $1.
For guys yelling. That's about what it is. This is the movie, but listen to them yell.
Oh.
It's like, wow, that's a movie. It's a movie full of Samuel L. Jackson.
Speaking of Men in Black, anybody gonna go see the third one that's supposed to be coming out?
Not in theaters. I might wait for it to be on like HBO or something. I don't know that I want to pay $10 to go and see it.
I'll just wait till it's out in theaters for like 2 or 3 days, and then I'll just use my search engine skills.
Oh Lord.
Oh, you mean that bay where the pirates reside?
that place.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny.
My searching skills are awesome.
We
I'm
we
scared.
do what we call a double feature. We'll go and pay for whatever we want to see, and then just go see something else. So, I mean, because for $10, I want to see 2 movies. So,
So you go into one theater for about a half hour to an hour, then you switch over to another one.
Pretty much.
They did this thing at one of the theaters here. Before Avengers came out, they had like the other 6 Avengers or 5 Avengers movies play before it for only $40, and I was totally psyched. And then I looked at my class schedule, and I fucking had class that night.
That's how it works.
I was like, man, I can sneak out of one movie, speed down there, sign into class, then just ditch the rest and come back. But I should really try and maintain my A.
Try and fail.
Well,
But at least try.
you taxpayers are paying for my education. The least I can do is put an effort in.
So you say that now.
I think we went off topic.
Just a wee bit.
A little.
Just a skosh.
So MMOs, huh?
Online gaming. What's up with that?
Well, getting back on topic, there's one coming out called Secret Society, Secret World. It's supposedly not going to have the traditional leveling up system. It's not going to have traditional skills and all that crap.
Oh, you mean
So-
like every other MMO tries to pull off? Like
Yeah,
like Tara says, oh, you can actually dodge in this game. Dodge translates as getting the fuck away from the target. I do that in WoW and freaking Star Wars. I get the fuck away from the target. Duh.
Well, they did that in APB. Like, you could actually, if you sidestepped, the attacks weren't homing in on you like it does in WoW.
Yeah.
It's not a dice roll. It's you need to line up your shot and attack, and thus improving your skills.
When playing WoW, you tried to run away, the fuckers just chased you!
Yeah.
Definitely they cast a fireball. That shit's funny. Run behind people, the fireball's still coming. I'm like, dude!
Oh, I love that in Diablo 2. You just hide behind something and you're still dying as arrows shoot through a 5-inch thick brick wall.
You will die now. What? Ah, God, son of a bitch.
It's in my eye! Get out!
I was an epic barbarian, and then I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you fail. That's so old! That's so 2011!
Sad thing is that is classified as old.
No, what's classified as old is you.
Ouch.
Boom, boom.
Don't get him started!
I'm
Hey,
too old to roleplay.
Gotta make the jokes, buddy, because I'm hitting 30 in another month and a week. So.
Hey, on record for the roleplay stuff, 30 is like the cutoff age, right? For
Yeah.
roleplaying? Allegedly.
Allegedly. Hey, 30 is the new 20, damn it.
I thought 30 was
Oh,
new
it's not.
15. What the fuck?
No,
I got
no.
the wrong memo. Damn it.
Don't make me call Chris Hansen on you.
No. No. You call Chris Hansen, I'll call Michael Bay to direct a movie about your life. You know what it'll be called? You ready?
I'm waiting.
You ready?
Yeah.
The Trials and Tribulations of Britney Spears.
I don't know, man. I think we can make a really interesting movie out of flipping burgers in the chow hall at first
Yes!
deal, standing behind the desk at lodging, taking a colonel's room order, wiping down the sweaty treadmills.
Hey, you know what? You heard of Good Burger, right? They made money. Oh shit. That's sad that it's sad that those jokes can be like chained together.
Oh, Lord.
There's a movie
Seems-
called Waiting.
Where Cleveland go?
Cleveland go.
Waiting is a fairly accurate portrayal of at least how my time in the chow hall was. We did some really vile things to each other and customers.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mixed more than my fair share of eggs up in the grease trap.
hey, you gotta pick that up, or else we gotta go to the 10-second rule.
10 seconds, please. The 3.5 minute rule is standard in the dining facility.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay, since we're pretty much beat the crap out of this topic because we just can't stay on it. That poor topic.
Yeah, that's my fault. I'm ADDDDD.
ADDDDD, HDDDDD,
Oh,
TV.
look, shiny thing!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, something with a bunch of letters that I can't properly.
I have attention deficit. Oh my god, that's so shiny.
No, I got another guy on here, Kasperzak. He will tell you all about that. He would ask me a question over WoW, and we were talking on Skype like this, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, what you gotta do is, ooh, rare," and he's like, "Dude,
Jesus.
come back!" So I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Well, you were telling me how to fight this boss." "Oh yeah, first thing you gotta do is do this, and then you gotta do that." "Ooh, look, rare." He's like, "The fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah." Whenever the node popped up, a rare, it's something I had to do, I would just blank out. So he just got tired of asking me questions.
Oh. So next topic is...
Yeah. My head so hurts. Okay.
I got one for you that we have plenty of experience with. Party games.
Oh dear God.
Not only because it's a classic thing, but with the way the Wii is, it's this new, like, in the Xbox Move Yourself, whatever the fuck it's called, Connect. It's becoming a whole thing again.
Yeah, it's becoming the backhand of justice.
And I mean, our day was getting 4 or 5 of us hanging out in a room playing Mario Party until somebody smashed a controller.
Fuck this game! Why do I always get ones?
Mario Kart is awesome.
We had one game, and I remember this distinctly, that it was 2 people that had never played before. I believe it was Lisa, and then it could have been Tubby Magoo, Steve, if you remember him,
Yeah.
James.
Number.
And James and I, having played this game many times, made the deal we're not going to, like, steal each other's stars or anything.
We're not going to jack each other up, but...
Right. But then... Instead, I remember he used the genie in one room and got like 2 stars. And I was like, dude. And he was like, what? I didn't steal anybody's stars. I didn't break the rules. I said, you son of a bitch. We're trying to go easy on these people.
How can you go easy on somebody in Mario Party? That's a game based entirely around luck.
Yeah, we didn't want to believe that.
You know, when given the chance to prove your superior skills in the games, we didn't want to stomp on these people, especially Lisa, because we knew she'd be around for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, Fatso, I haven't heard from him since I left McCord.
Yeah. Good old Steve. I don't know where the hell he went. No, but Mario Party is a lot like Monopoly.
Yeah.
Because no matter how good you think you are, things go, and they go well, and you're going, and all of a sudden it's like, someone who's never played, I got 15 stars.
Yep.
How in the blue fuck do you have 15 stars? No. How? We played 3 games, and you took 2 steps. You rolled a freaking 2. You went 1, 2, and now you got 15 stars. How?
It's, you know...
I've got Mario Party 8, and one of the boards, as you go along, there's this one spot, and I always freaking hit it, and it kicked me back to the very start of the board.
I remember that one. Oh my god. Mario Party 8's the one that had the hotel one too, right? Where you could put coins into the hotels, and whoever put the most coins into it, like, got the star. Oh my god.
No, that's Mario Party 7.
Oh, okay. We got into fist fights, me and some of my friends, over that game.
And
Like-
they're windmills.
Like, not joking, haha, I'm gonna hit you, like, we're going outside, I'm gonna smash a beer bottle. Like, you son of a bitch, I spent all this time putting coins into this one, and then you sneak in and just dump some extra coins in. I'm going to cut your throat.
Don't look at it the hard way, look at it the easy way. I'm going to kill you. That's the end result.
It's like Mario Kart Racing. I
Oh, Jesus.
Ah!
so so violent playing that game.
Ugh.
That too.
I'm
You're
in the
right
lead,
there at
I'm in the
finish
lead.
line And somebody uses a fucking blue shell.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's the guy in second place who'll get it. It's the guy in last place who'll get it. And you're like, why would you do that, you dumbass? You're in last fucking place. It's not gonna make a difference. Let me have my first.
Yeah, the most he'll get up to is maybe like fourth with that because you'll cause a collision.
Or you get the one guy that happens to shoot the shell just as you're jumping.
Oh my god.
So he's
Yeah,
stuck in midair.
bastards.
It's
The
like, oh,
freaking
you
banana
dick.
peels piss me off.
Yup. My soon-to-be sister-in-law, she's 12 and she does that shit all the time. Oh.
Banana peel
God.
on the damn ramp. I was like, oh, you
See,
dick.
look, we're tying the topics back together now.
Yeah.
12-year-olds playing games are. Oh, my nephew when he was 12 was a damn button masher, and I just. It frustrates me. Like, he would kick my ass on Killer Instinct. I know all the moves for every character, and he's doing one move and traps me in a fucking corner, and he wins. Like, fuck you. God, it's annoying.
It's like, how does that even work?
You know, we spend hours. I know how you do it. You put it on extra hard mode and spend hours till you're like a master at the game, and then somebody comes and does one move and just beats you.
Oh, that's why I took off that option for Mortal Kombat. Like, I was like, ooh, that reminds me, I need to get that set up for my Xbox. I beat Shao Kahn with Raiden by doing two moves. Teleport and sweep. And
Nice.
teleport and sweep. And
Well,
that's the whole
how,
fight.
you know what? That's how it was on the original Mortal Kombat. It's the only way you could beat Goro was to just sweep him,
Yeah. Aim low and move.
which is
I'm stuck on story mode with that game with Liu Kang against Shao Kahn. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to beat him with this character? He sucks.
You can't
I didn't
teleport.
I was gonna be able to drop Goro on that game, and I just kept doing his little yaws triangle kick over and over and over, and then fireball, 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 fireball. You know, the 12-year-old moves. You spam
Yeah.
the same two moves over and over and pray for victory.
I used to do that with Tekken 5 with Azuka. She had this.
Oh yeah.
I used to do it all the freaking
Oh,
time.
I love Azuka for one thing. There's three moves that actually chain together where it's a non-stop tornado of just going. I'm like, it is epic win if you catch them. Of course, it's epic fail if you miss.
I was like that on Soul Calibur with Maki, I think his name was, the nunchuck guy.
Yeah. Wait,
You
yeah,
could-
something like that.
You could chain two of his combos together and just non-stop. But I always felt like a dirty cheating whore every time I do it. I mean, I'd still win, so that's what matters. So who cares if I feel like a whore?
It's the principle of the matter at that point. It's just
Exactly.
Like,
Winning
I
is
fe-
what counts.
I feel bad, however, I win.
I didn't feel so bad when you're doing just the arcade towers, but when you're actually going against other people, it's like, oh, they're gonna whine if you keep doing the same move.
Exactly. It's like
So
the
I gotta
people on.
change it up a little.
The one thing I've learned to say to people...
Times, then do a different one. Same move.
No, one thing you learn to say, hey, it's not my fault you can't block. That's what it comes out to.
Oh.
Stop tripping me. Stop walking into it. You know I'm going to trip you. It's going to happen. If I'm going to teleport, you know the next move coming up after teleport is sweep. Move. Teleport and sweep, and I hit you again. Why?
Called catch the patterns, people. It's not that hard.
See, I say that now, but I'll point this out to you guys real quick. On one of the WoW forums, people were crying because the Death Knights... Apparently the tanking Death Knights have a big two-handed weapon. Now, me with my rogue, I've never had a problem. Me with my mage, I never had a problem. Probably something about, I don't know, getting the fuck away from a guy with a big two-handed weapon.
Maybe.
This is just
It might
logic.
be smart advice. I don't know.
I've gone over that with my combat logic thing, my rant on that. But it was common sense that I saw. It was, I'm a rogue, this big motherfucker has a big two-handed weapon. Let me get behind him and out of his immediate range. Duh. No, people were crying about it. Oh, the Blood Death Knights are too powerful. Oh my god. Oh, we can't hurt them. Oh my god. So,
Because you suck.
so Blizzard nerfed them.
Uh,
And after the nerf, I still went out there with my Blood Death Knight and killed everybody. Everybody who was whining about it, I killed them anyway. And I was like, what was the point?
That's something I'm really enjoying about the Old Republic too. Is they're not big on people get on the forums and bitch all the time. Oh, this class is too powerful. This class is too weak, and they're like, no, you guys pretty much just suck and don't know how to use your class. Like, there's some classes that aren't good against other ones, but for the most part, it's all really well balanced.
Yeah. One group can take on another group, but not.
I'm not one for PvP. I'm not one for PvP. I did it in WoW, and I was a hunter. I hated it. And everyone's like, oh, hunters are the most powerful ones. Hunters. No, because when you play against someone who knows what they're doing, your pet is quickly disabled, and then you're done.
Yep.
Like, a hunter's a mage with a personal tank.
Yeah.
It's... The only reason I did so well is I kept the gorilla from level 40 all the way up to level 80, so...
Got used to him.
Well, and the gorilla was a tank. Like, I would die before he would. He could take massive... And I named him Magilla Gorilla, and I couldn't bear to part with him.
The thing I've rushed out with on the forums is most people are crying and whining about how people are hitting so hard. But you see so many people from the other classes going, why are you standing there?
Yeah.
These are the people who complain are like the ones that you see in horror movies that sit there, see Jason Voorhees with his big machete, and stand there.
Yep. They're the ones that are expecting to walk in and hit a guy twice. Like, they want their class to be the ones that can hit somebody twice and then game over. Like,
yeah.
No. Why don't you go do some raiding? Why don't you get some better gear? Why don't you put some fucking effort into it instead of just being a little bitch?
Yeah. I couldn't help but laugh, but that's the mentality you gotta look at when you look at the forums. These are the type of people who complain because they're the ones that get murdered in horror movies.
Yeah. It's if you walked into a wrestling ring, and you were a big guy and you're going against Hulk or somebody and he pulls out a chair and swings at you and you just stand there looking at him. Well, he's gonna win because you're a dumbass. See, if you move, then you can hit him and he's not gonna take you out in 2 hits.
Yeah.
It's all about the dodging.
Dodge and or block.
If you stand there and let Jason Voorhees stab you twice, well, you're gonna die. If you get out of the way and put a bullet in his fucking head,
at least you'll drop him.
Success. I mean, not because he's a demon brought back from another world or whatever his storyline is, but you see my point.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. People don't seem to put logic. Again, I've gone over that, though. I've gone over that for about an hour.
Hours.
I've had to fight my instinct because in all the years I've been playing fighting games, I never block. And this Mortal Kombat game is really teaching me the importance of being on the defense sometimes.
Block? What the fuck is block? Teleport and sweep.
For real, if you roll into this game and just try and power your way through, you're going to get your ass
no,
kicked.
it doesn't work that way.
You really got to learn how to step back every now and then and go, okay, no, don't hit me, thank you.
Well, that's like
Block again.
Meet me there.
that's like Ninja Gaiden, whatever.
Ugh, fuck that game.
That game, the thing that you learn in that game is you have to block. I think it's in the tutorial. Block. Oh my god, my ribs!
The thing you learn in that game is if you have anger issues, you should never ever play it or you'll shatter a controller.
Yeah.
No shit, I'm stuck on that game. Fuck that.
I've only broken a controller, I think, 3 or 4 times, and that was one of them.
Well, the only thing with Ninja Gaiden that threw me off was, I think number 2 was the biggest one that did it. The first frickin' stage that you get to use your character, Ryu, the first stage, you got like 4 ninjas already throwing shit at you, jumping at you, swinging at you, and then the game says, after a moment, oh, this button's the block. Oh, it's the block? I could have used that information, I don't know, during a cutscene, before they started whipping my ass and throwing me over the rooftops. I could have used this information sooner.
You have died. By the way, push R trigger to block. And then you start over and you die again. We changed it. Now it's left trigger.
We just got bored.
Just hold every button until you figure out which one does it. Damn.
That's healthy. Okay, now that we've covered gaming in a nutshell,
At least for this time.
Well, the major thing I see in roleplay gaming wise, you can't really say you're an evil character. Well, Old Republic that lets you go light or dark. Thank goodness for that.
And those choices literally make a huge difference.
It
There's
adds up.
characters that get killed that if you're nice to them come back later. You can be a light side Sith. It's the weirdest thing in the world.
I know someone who's a dark side Jedi,
Yeah,
and it's like, wait, what? It's like, wait, Anakin?
That's what's so cool about it. You can play a character twice, and from what I heard in this upcoming patch, they're putting out neutral gear and working on like neutral storylines also.
Well, they're also working on a family line or whatever like that.
Oh yeah,
Legacy?
that's already out. I haven't logged back in to set up my family, but the legacy system's supposed to be pretty cool too. So you can have your bounty hunter whose daddy was a Sith, so he gets like force choke.
Yeah. Shit like that. It's like, I'm going to shoot you with a rocket while I'm holding you in the air, bitch. If you don't die by the rocket, you die by suffocation. You're going to die.
Like you were saying, there's a distinct lack of choice in games. Something even like Oblivion in Skyrim, where sure you can walk in and murder an entire town, but the biggest problem I had with, I think it was Fallout. You blow up Megaton, you murder all these people, and then you run into your dad. Your dad goes, "Oh son, I've missed you so much." Not a comment on, or he said like, if you're really evil, he goes, "You've been getting into some trouble, haven't you?"
No.
I murdered 500 people. Like, dude,
Because, one of the achievements is you gotta kill 3 of your married spouses. And I went and killed one, and then a whole bunch of people started running away.
see, Skyrim's, I haven't gone full evil in Skyrim, but at least people comment more when you're a vicious, cold-blooded murderer.
Yeah. But that,
I don't like games that say, well, you've murdered half of the continent, but you're still the hero. You're still our savior.
yeah, that's the big issue that they have in WoW. You're still
Yeah,
the hero of Azeroth. I'm like, dude, I just killed, like, our guardian dragon. What the fuck, dude?
I'm sure that I murdered the people I'm supposed to protect. That's okay, you can save whoever's left.
Go do it!
I got so bored in Oblivion after all the mods and everything I'd done, I decided to make it my goal to kill every single person in the game and stack up their bodies. And then I went and saved the realm.
This planet is safe after I've killed everything on it.
It's a lot of fun. You wouldn't believe how fun it is tracking down, sneaking into every house, making sure you've caught every single living, breathing person. It's quite a challenge.
Oh shit, that's funny right there.
By the way, I'm not a serial killer. They haven't found the bodies yet, so there's no proof.
What bodies?
And James, don't dig up your backyard.
I've not done, no. No, but that's the one thing I've noticed about a lot of, especially roleplay games. They're like, oh, you got all these choices and options, but it doesn't reflect.
Yep, it doesn't change the world around you.
Fable was alright with it, and most of the
Well,
Bioware
the
games,
first one.
they're good.
The second and the third one, like, when they touted it even more, saying your choices, it didn't affect it at all.
Yeah.
You know, I got married in Fable 2, and once we had money, I murdered my wife, and I got another one, and murdered her, like... and nobody cared.
In Fable 3, though, if you murder your spouse, that you do get comments from other villagers that, I know what you did type deal, right?
Yeah, but it should change the world. Like, you see games that put up, like, oh, there's a bounty for this person. I want to see more than just some random people rolling up and saying, oh, there's a bounty on your head, we're going to kill you. Like, I want to see pictures of my face in town saying this is an evil person.
Sad thing, I brought that up on the forums for WoW to make it interesting. You know about the arena tag, right?
Yeah.
The arena PvP flag pretty much states anybody can whip your ass. That's the job of the arena flag.
Yep.
So I put up a suggestion going, for especially rogues or those who do a lot of PvP outside where they just kill people in the world, why not have a bounty? Kind of like how they did in Diablo 2, you kill them, you take their ear, you take it back to wherever.
Yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea.
That would work. Because this would also give you consequences for world PvP. This high-level person is beating up little people. a place where he's not supposed to be, he's hurting him purposely. I don't.
And
mean
then you get
towards
it,
him.
like, if you get a team together, who takes him out, you all split the reward. That's a
Exactly.
brilliant idea.
But everyone's like, oh no, that's just too hard. That's too much coding. That's this, that's that. I'm like, no, that's y'all not wanting to actually have a fair fight.
I'm sure it's a shitload of coding. I'm sure it's a buttload of work for them. But
Yeah.
if you want to continue having the game evolve, you need to do things like that.
But then people can actually feel more like bounty hunters and such too.
Exactly, and then there'd be a reason to get, your guild together to go take out that level 70 or that level 80, whatever
Yeah.
the max is now, that's been killing people.
Oh, he's hiding an Orgrimmar? Fuck that, we're gonna waste it. Get the whole
instead
guild,
of
get a
just
couple guilds
going,
together.
okay, well, I'm
waste
just going to abandon my corpse and, revive myself here, it's... I don't know.
Well,
You're right.
Yeah, the reason why I brought it up was because at the very beginning, like vanilla, way vanilla, they had a dishonor system. When you killed certain people, it took away honor. It didn't give it to you.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, base it off of that system. Where it'd be if somebody you would kill, it would technically give you dishonor. It would actually mount up for a bounty mark. The more
then
those you built up,
then you get honor when you kill the person, and it spreads evenly amongst the group members.
yeah.
That's...
You see what I'm saying? But people were like, no, that's just too much stuff, and yeah. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's not like it's back in the time of war where you don't have bounties on people.
Yeah.
Because, even on the Horde side, we would definitely chase some asshole down. It's like, wait, really? This guy's being a dick?
Fun.
Come on.
Back before Lich King, I had a lot of fun hanging out and waiting near certain Outworld or whatever the fuck it's called, PvP areas. I would play in PvE, but I'd keep my flag on and I just hide in the shadows, and as soon as somebody would come by, kill them. Oh, look, here they come for their corpse. Kill them.
Camping motherfucker!
Yes, WoW is full of camping. That's what it is.
The thing is, the one girl that I did it to, or whatever it was a female toon, talked shit. So, what am I left to do? And then when she came back, she brought like 270s with her, so I stayed hidden and then took the fuck off because I'm not an idiot.
There you go.
I only do it if someone deserves it, because I originally started on a PvP server and I couldn't get past level 10 because every time I try and trek to another city, I get
Ran
killed.
over.
I get killed. And I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Let me play the goddamn game.
Yeah, let me at least go somewhere. Yeah.
Like, it was literally how that South Park episode was. I could not do anything.
Yeah.
And that was the first time that I quit playing. I got to level 10 and just said, fuck it, I'm frustrated, I quit.
That's about where I'm at right now. I'm stuck on a quest and I have to kill these freaking undead things, and I'm just like, fuck it, they keep killing me.
And, oh my god, Warcraft with their percentage drops. I don't remember, it was a Horde quest, but there was one where I had to kill, like, 400 Murlocs to get one thing to drop, because it was like a 0.01 percentage drop rate.
No, I will warn you this now, Kira, since I think you're still playing every so often. And
Yeah.
Victor, if you ever start playing, I'm warning you too. I shit you not, especially for Horde, there's like, get human skulls. Now listen carefully to what I'm about to say. Get human skulls. I killed 20 of them and got 7 skulls.
Yes, some humans in Warcraft do not have skulls. Interesting fact, like some tigers do not have tails.
Yeah, get tiger tails, but they have no tail.
Or when you skin them, mysteriously they don't have skin. It's really weird.
That's just odd.
You need to get 10 basilisk livers. Well,
Hey,
apparently
at
they
least if they have 2 limbs, it's okay. Don't stab them. That sound's still getting to me.
But yeah, you'll see that and you'll be like, what?
Yeah, I'm just kind of over all that crap in MMOs for a while. I'll try some of the new ones. If I can get into betas, I'll try them. But in Fallout, I had a boxing glove I called Tyson's Fist or something stupid. And you would swing it, and it would just send out like a force field that would kill any creature currently loaded on the map. I would just walk around punching the air and level myself up to 20 in like 2 minutes. And the interesting thing about Fallout is the blood and guts that happen when you do extreme damage to somebody, so you get up close and their whole head would just go and become goo.
That's awesome right there.
I had a spell in Oblivion that would turn every person in like 1,000 feet into sheep and have them start attacking each other.
Bah, bitch.
I had the dude riot spell that stripped everybody their clothes and made them aggressive toward each other. I had the turn enemy into a mud crab, which I used on the final boss, which was the game. He became like a half demon, half mud crab, and kind of like he looked like a parade balloon that had all the air let out of him.
Awesome.
It was great. Fun stuff like that.
Alright. Now that we've officially beat the crap out of online gaming. Take that, dead horse. What to move on to?
Boobs!
Wow. No, I was going to cover, like, text roleplay. I'm not going to say tabletop because I don't know if everyone here has done tabletop.
Starting a group now, actually.
Oh, well, you'll probably see some of this later.
We can save tabletop for another one, I'm sure.
So you have time to deal with your group and get the feel of it and see some of the things that have come up.
Yeah.
But we'll just go ahead with the text stuff. AOL, Facebook, MSN. I'm just going to cover what I've already covered in one of my rants. Be careful of who you talk to for roleplay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I cannot stress that enough because some people, like I've stated before, I've had a character date some other character, and for some reason, her friends believed we were dating in real life. And I kind of sat there with a giant... Yeah, I remember I had a question mark over my head going, did I miss something? Was there a memo that was let out? No one told me this. It's like, so wait, so the characters are dating, which means we're automatically dating? What the fuck did I miss? Someone tell me. Clue me in.
James is the one that got me into doing that stuff, and like I took to it and I had a lot of fun with it, and I met one girl who we got along really well, so we started talking like out of character, and then I found out she was insane, as in threatened to kill herself when I didn't call her insane, and
wow.
Like all this crazy. I ended up becoming really good friends with one of her friends who we roleplayed with, who I still actually talk to, but this girl was nuts. I had at one point to get her to like stop calling me 10 times a day, pretend that I had gotten orders to go to Afghanistan last minute, and like, oh no, I was in my dorm room typing like, no, this is his friend Mike, like he's getting on a plane right now, he's leaving, I can't stop him, sorry, he's gone, he's not gonna come back for 2 years. 2 years later.
When I first started role-playing, I started role-playing with this one guy. And all was fine and well, but finally, like, character-wise, I said, hey, I'm not interested in you no more, I like this other person, right? The dude, in real life, started flipping out, saying he was gonna kill himself because he thought we were actually dating. It's like, no. I'm happily single, thank you. I had to block him. It was like, no way. Started adding my friends and freaking out on them, and it was like, no thank you.
This chick called me 2 years to the day later. And
Damn!
I tried to start up again, and I was like, who the fuck? Oh, this bitch. No, I'm not Sean.
This
He
bitch.
doesn't have this phone number anymore. What? He doesn't have this messenger, and yeah, and that was about the last straw. I tried to do it. I had a lot of fun with it, but there's a lot of weirdos out there. There's a lot of people that take it too damn seriously.
Seriously.
I was playing as one of James's characters, Draco Makamuni.
Yes.
This is right when the Harry Potter books started taking off.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, 10 times a day, I was getting people coming into my room that I called Draco's Drink Tavern, like, I know you're working for he who must not be named. Like, dude, seriously, piss off.
Wait, Sean, hold up real quick. Hold up, man. Kira, this is back knowledge for you. You know the first book that you're reading now, right?
Yeah.
That was originally made way back in '99,
Yeah.
and I've been editing. Draco Makamuni is actually like the eldest god of a different planet. He is like the epiphany of them. His sister is, of course, a nutcase, which you will read in the book. I'm pretty sure you ran across her already. Drago Makamuni. That's his sister.
I'm not sure. I haven't hit that part yet. I'm only on chapter 12, I think.
You'll see it. She's a nutcase.
And that's being nice about it.
Yeah. Draco is calm. He's very focused on what he needs to do. Drago is a nut job. They're literally polar opposites.
You still have a bit of editing to do on that, by the way.
But keep that in mind, that this information is already out ahead of time, but people still came after poor Mikey here, thinking that this Draco was the same Draco from Harry Potter.
Oh my
Now,
god!
I've never read a Harry Potter book in my life. I've never read one. That name literally came up because it was an augmentation of the word dragon.
And like I would tell them in character, seriously, you got the wrong person, piss off. I tell them out of character, listen, I'm not some 12-year-old from a stupid fucking book. You need to get the fuck out of my chat room before I find where you live and castrate you. Like, it's ridiculous how serious. No, you were the Dark One. You're serving him. We will get you. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
People get that problem with canon characters too, right? So
Yeah, remember when I
I'm
talked
sure.
about canon characters? Yeah, this is the big thing for them. Because what happens with canon characters, which I know, Sean, you didn't have a canon character, but because there's a canon character attached to the name, you still got hit with it. Canon characters are pretty much, people will know the backstory, and for some reason their character, welcome issue 3, somehow the character will know the entire backstory. I've done that in one of the roleplay things just recently, where Laser knew Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman was speaking to Peter Parker, who called himself, well, of course, they call him Spider-Man, but Diana goes, "Hey, Peter," and she starts talking to him as Peter. So Laser kind of nudges to the side, goes, "Be kind. Not everyone knows that Spider-Man is Peter Parker." By law of mathematics, Laser figured it out because it's a comic book, quote unquote, in his realm.
Yeah.
So I kind of pointed out to him, he already knows, but not everyone else does.
It's metagaming, and that shit's
Yeah.
the most irritating thing, whether it's in D&D or it's in role-playing. It's ridiculous. Just because you, the person playing the character, knows something does not mean necessarily that the character knows something, and just because the character knows something does not necessarily mean that all characters know it. You know,
Exactly.
Exactly.
especially when you have Diana crossing realms into Marvel, like, you know, frustration.
Peter Parker and Diana. Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, Marvel. How does she know he's Peter unless he revealed to her? Well, maybe he did at some point, I don't know. But, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not one of those boom, boom, boom things. It's not,
That'd be like me reading your book, Jay, and then going and talking to, hey, I know all your history.
Yeah, I know what you did, and who you did, and when you did it, and how you did it, with what you did.
What a player!
You think you're a nice guy, you're a dick. What?
Hey James, Laser wouldn't say something like that, you know. Just wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's my fucking character. What?
And that is another thing I found funny. I kid you not, Ryu Hayabusa. I've seen like a few of them. Hell, I even roleplayed one just to prove a point. But there was one Ryu Hayabusa, I shit you not. First day he made his character, he met, I think, a Lei Feng and not Kasumi, but someone else. Can't remember right off the bat. But he met Lei Feng and he's like, "Hey babe, you wanna bang?" And first thing out my mouth was, "What?"
No, because it wasn't Ryu Hayabusa, it was Ryu Hayabuso. See, you missed it, and
Yeah, there
that
must have been
guy was
louder.
a pervert.
But I just kind of sat there. I even put out a character. I'm like, wait, what? I'm missing something. What? He's like, well, I'm role playing my character as I see fit. I'm like, no, you're role playing a canon character like you're a nutcase, dude. I'm not going to tell you how to role play a character, but this is completely left field. This is mind-boggling. Were you hit with a mentally disabling ray or something? Did I miss something?
Now, what gets me is when you're playing your own OC character, and you're going with a storyline, and you get some asshole going, well, you can't do that. It's like, yeah, I can.
Yeah, the fuck I can.
Well, like, Jay, you know D's character Roll. It's your character, but he plays it, but...
kind of like how Sean here plays Draco.
You remember that satyr, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was talking to me, in character-wise, and said, Rohan's not around much no more, eh? I said, he works a lot. Oh, what does he do? And I explained, right? Well, that's not possible. I was like, yeah, it is. And he's sitting there, oh, he's lying to you about his job. No, he's not. I got fed up after a while and just deleted him. I was like...
He can't work for death. That's impossible. He can't guard anybody.
That's literally what he said. He's like, he can't die, so why would he need a guardian? I was like,
But that's what people... What I find funny is people tend to miss the point. It's not always a guard for certain things. No matter what the storyline is, it's not always guarding for certain items. Like a good old Conan, the old Conan movie. Bambata, or whatever his name was. His job wasn't just to protect the princess. His mission, his whole goal, was to make sure she stayed a virgin. That was it! That was his goal! If you listen to what the Queen says in the old Conan movie with Arnold, that was his whole mission. She couldn't give a fuck if the girl had her arm broken. She couldn't give a fuck if the girl was nearly dead. She just wanted the girl alive and a virgin. That was it!
That's why you put a chastity belt on her.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at this going, dude, really? But technically, he's a guard. His job is to protect.
Well, I don't know, I find it hilarious that people come in saying that you can't have certain storylines because it don't fit theirs.
Go for it, man.
It's like, what?
But yeah, like I said, it goes to my another rant I had of character translation. How you see characters compared to how other people see characters.
Yeah.
But there's a certain limit to where the threshold has to be drawn. I mean, Ryu Hayabusa busting up out of nowhere saying, "Hey, babe, want a bone?"
I don't think I've ever heard those words coming out of your Ryu.
It's like, dude, of all people, you? I mean, I'd believe that out of, say, Hayate, because his mind's so messed up from being Ein. I would believe that out of him. I would almost believe that out of Man, because he would just be a pain in the ass and try to throw someone off. I can see that. But you? Mr. Super
You're
Ninja?
not serious enough for this post.
The dude, go. That's just one of those things where character translation is still important. This is what I'm trying to tell people.
Yeah. Well, freaking...
Dead bug.
My English is failing. Damn. Okay. Anyways, with character translation, like, I get a lot of it, but then freaking come on and you portray how you're supposed to do it. You're not serious enough. How my character supposed to be? Yes.
You're not serious enough. Well, look at the Joker. He's fucking serious. He sounds out of his mind, but he's serious.
People just... You know how people are. Some people just think that they know better than everybody else, and I've been playing Street Fighter games for my entire life, so I know how Ken would act. No, you don't. Did you make the game? Did you make the character? No. Shut the fuck up.
You have a translation of what you believe he'll act like.
Exactly. You have your way
Interpretation,
of
that's the
how
word.
you think this character would act, but that doesn't give you the right to tell anybody else
How to
they're
play.
doing it wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be like me playing Mind Blade and going up to another one. You can't roleplay like that because it's not right.
Unless you're Miyamoto, don't tell somebody how to fucking roleplay Zelda and Link.
Exactly.
James can tell anybody how to play his characters. They're his characters.
Exactly.
But I would never go to you, Kira, and say, well, you're playing that character wrong. What's wrong with you? No, James wouldn't want that. Ugh.
Like, what the
Come
fuck?
on.
I created this character. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's like the one bonus I do have for my characters. And I say my characters in general because it's still technically my characters.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when I give it... Ooh, my voice broke? What the fuck? Did I just hit puberty again?
What do you mean again? You never hit it in the first place.
Swing and a miss! Ouch! No, but usually when I hand someone a character, I give them like the basic format and tell them to run with it.
Yeah.
I give probable belief that they are going to do along the format itself. They got a general idea of what the character is like, and they run with it.
And you never once in all the years that I've roleplayed with you, you've never once said, you know what, I think you should do this with Draco instead. Like, you said, this is his personality, this is where he's from, this is how he acts. I took that, I built a personality around it, and you never seemed to mind. Like, I seemed to do it okay.
Yeah. I didn't see any problem with it, because you took the basic information, went with where you thought would be the best way to do it, and it adds up.
I didn't have him prance around going, hi guys, oh my god, I gave some people some good dreams last night, oh wow. Like...
Oh god, that just reminds me of Koga.
But yeah, see, that's the one thing, like, A's learning a lot about that. She's playing a canon character, Aiko. She had another character, but I don't even know what that one is anymore. But she had another character. But she decided to play a canon character called Aiko Magami?
I always say Megumi.
But it's pretty much from Project Aiko. The redhead with the superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing her. So I was like, okay, well, I can adjust the story a little bit so you have access to Callisto, which actually train Aiko in fighting and whatnot. But at the same time, Callisto is Callisto. She still sees Aiko as
Callisto's
human.
a crazy evil bitch.
Yeah. And I think she actually did a post that made me laugh just recently because she said for flight training, she had Aiko on a plane. And she's like, I'm not sure I can actually fly. So she had Callisto shove her off. Just push off the plane. Just psh, bye. I bust up laughing when I read that. I was like, I would have written something just as evil, but that was awesome. Later, push. Whee!
I remember you were doing some training or something with Callisto, some health or healing training, and you had knocked out Draco.
Oh yeah.
And then she couldn't get him to come back, so her last resort was to strip her clothes off and start humping his unconscious corpse. And then finally the role worked, and you were able to be successful.
And that's why you stuck with the rest of the little ideas for him. It's like, hey, that works.
I mean, it worked, and then after that, anytime somebody went down, there was her response.
It's like, going, oh, there we go.
I know what works now.
Oh, shit. It was funny, though, because it goes with characters. Like, she tried blasting him, she tried kicking him, she tried defibrillation. And I bust up laughing because, like, the roles were pathetic all the time. Then it was like, okay, option, just fuck the shit out of the body. And it worked. I was like, okay.
I had an attack for Draco because for whatever reason, when I would roll just a regular ass attack, 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
So I had this awesome attack where he would leap from wall to wall to wall, doing all these cool ninja flips, and he'd stop right in front of somebody and flick him in the nose. And every single time, I was rolling 18, 19, 20.
On a D20 system.
Yeah, nothing else would roll. And then when it was on the 100 system, I was always in the high 80s or 90s. Every other attack would fail miserably, but that, for whatever reason, that one. And just the image of him doing all these cool flips in the wall and then landing in front of somebody going, ha ha, flick. They fly through 15 walls because it's so powerful. Ugh.
But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Is like you all see, if you've seen my videos, you've seen I have one about character translation, and that's what this is very much hitting. I mean, if you're going to be Batman, half the time, Batman is a very serious character. But you can imagine a conversation between, say, Batman and Deadpool. It's going to be a bunch of dots from Batman, and then Deadpool just having a heyday trying to get him to smile. He's like, dude, why? Why
I would like to see Deadpool play Robin to Christian Bale's Batman.
Oh my lord, that'd be funny as hell.
That would be... that would be the greatest thing in the entire world.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, did I lose you, James?
No, you're still there.
Uh-oh.
Let me know. Oh, I'm still here. Hello. Still here.
Oh, there we go. I froze for a minute. I'm back.
Okay.
I was just about to send you a text. Say, hey, I'm still here. But
It's that's kind of why people say Spider-Man and Deadpool worked really well together. They're both smartasses.
you know, that's what I may actually. I was originally gonna boycott it. I may go see this new movie. This new Spider-Man movie. If only because they actually made him a smartass.
That was the thing I didn't like about the first set of Spider-Man movies they brought out.
Yeah.
Nothing against Tobey Maguire. Nothing against the guy. It's just, how can I say this? Spider-Man doesn't laugh at his own jokes.
No, and he wasn't. Tobey Maguire was a geek. I'll give him that. But when he was Spider-Man, he was all, "I'm a hero. I must save the day," and like there
Try
was
to pull
no.
Superman.
Yeah, you see these commercials now. Oh God! Oh, you found my weakness. It's sharp objects. Who told you? Like, that's hilarious. I want to give them credit for doing a good job on the writing.
Yeah.
You know,
Overall.
it's in the same way that Avengers was amazingly well written. Finally, we have a Tony Stark who's a smartass. We have a Captain America who's all like
A Boy Scout.
yeah, exactly. And all these other attempts at bringing all these superheroes together have just failed. They did such a great job. It's finally like superhero movies are getting made the right way.
Well, you also got to keep in mind Stan Lee has been making sure to be in a couple of movies to make sure they're doing it right.
Yeah, well,
To a degree.
Notice the running theme for this year for movies?
Because they're doing it right.
No, there's a running theme for movies this year. I've seen about 5 different white movies being made for this year alone. It's like, why do you need that many?
Well, see, the difference between those, and I understand, one of them is a family movie. It's got Julia Roberts in it, so it's automatically a family movie. It's cute, it's campy, and it's fun. And the other one is, I'd say, closer to the original Grimm Brothers fairy tale.
There's also one where this chick goes to a boot camp type deal, and it's a knockoff version, like...
I want to see the one where Charlize Theron almost gets naked. That's the one I'm down for. And
Girls always win!
as much as I hate Kristen Stewart, I'm willing to give this one a chance, because in the preview, she hasn't bitten her hair one time. So, it could be a good movie.
Will she actually smile in this one?
No, yeah, in one of the previews, she smiles. It's the damnedest thing. It's like she's not a robot zombie corpse.
Oh, wow.
I think we lost James again.
Yeah, he said be right back.
Oh, yeah, he did. Whoops. See, if I would learn how to read.
That's issue 2.
Teaching Sean how to read.
And I came back just in time to hear about you not reading.
Well, look who my first friend was when I joined the military. I mean...
Okay. We're just gonna... Yeah.
Should we tell Kira about our science experiment?
Oh, God.
I actually told we were talking about, I'm taking a human nutrition class, and we were talking about, like, pudding and milk products and mold and all that stuff, and I told the story of our little experiment.
Oh,
People
yeah.
were a little grossed out.
Just a wee bit.
See, Kara, what we did is we had some pudding from the chow hall, and we didn't eat it, and we left it on top of his TV. And after 2 days, we said, "Oh, well, that's still there. We should probably throw it away," and we never did. And then, like a month and a half later, his room got inspected, and we finally had to throw it away. But it was a science experiment.
I think that was like the first excuse we actually came up with too. We were checking something.
I don't think you were living in.
Fast mold grows.
I don't think you were living in the dorms anymore. All those years blend together, but I was playing D&D in the day room, and we decided to do an experiment to see if the Bay orderlies were actually cleaning up after people. So we started stacking our food trays for midnight meal in.
Oh god.
And
I remember walking in one day and seeing the stack of food trays.
yeah, there was about 50 of them in there after about 2 weeks, and the Bay orderlies weren't cleaning it up. And after that, people started having to write their names on their to-go trays because the command chief had no idea who did it. So there was like that's what I contributed to McCord. But the Bay orderlies started cleaning up.
Oh yeah. Quickly.
Oh.
That was funny stuff. It made me smile. But yeah, roleplay. But a lot of things, I can't stress that enough. There's a lot of crazy people out there. But on top of that, there's also people that. Okay, everyone should know my 3 issues right now.
Yeah.
People cannot leave well enough alone is issue 1. Issue 2 is people cannot read and or listen. And issue 3 is cross-gaming knowledge and metagame knowledge.
Well, wait, what was number 2?
You see my point?
You almost said it again, didn't you?
I started to, and my brain was like, focus. No, but,
I've missed you, buddy.
yeah. And I'm starting to remember why I don't miss you. No! I'm kidding.
You know what? Just for that, Lisa's gonna be in the wedding, but not you.
Oh, ow! I poke fun at so many people to tell them stay on their guard, stay on their guard, stay on their guard. And they, how can I say this? Ever since McCord, no one's been able to get me on my guard except for Lisa.
Oh yeah.
And now that I'm back in the States, it's like I still tell people stay on your guard, stay on your guard, stay on your guard. And then I damn near fall into the first one that you threw at me.
you know, and I was the one that always got Lisa.
Yeah, it was like a chain of events.
We tried to get him one time, Kira. Lisa was helping me shave my head back when I was into the I'm not paying $8, so I'm just gonna shave it myself.
Yeah.
And it was like April Fool's Day or something, and I had some blood capsules. So I told her, like, okay, here's what you're gonna do. Fly out of my dorm room, run into his, and slam the door and hide behind him. And I came running after her like, that bitch come by here, that bitch come by here. And James looks at her and goes, did you cut his ear? And she kind of went, uh-huh. And he goes, stepped to the side and goes, kill her, she deserves it. Like, damn it, no!
That's so mean.
But yeah, it's like I said. The reason why I tell people to stay on their guard is because I like pot shots.
Oh yeah, you do. You always have.
Yeah.
You get me all the time.
See, you see what I'm saying? I like pot shots. It's one of my things.
He taught me early on not to trust him.
Yeah, I did warn Sean here. I did tell him, hey, if there's an open door and you leave it open, you're getting hit. It's going to happen.
And you should.
I at least can get you with randomness. Apparently you think I'm scary sometimes.
Some of your random stuff is way out there, but that's alright. It's like walking outside today and looking up in the sky and you see the freaking USS Enterprise. You're going, huh. It's like, I never saw that coming. Ever.
I still live my life by the same principle. If somebody lobs one straight over the plate, I'm gonna hit it out of the park. Like, if you set me up, I'm not gonna pull the punches on you. Especially if you're my friend and I like you, I'm gonna be as harsh and evil as I possibly can be. And even racist if I can swing it, you know.
Oh.
I mean, we used to give one guy in the gym crap because anytime we get locked out of the office, he'd be the first one to volunteer to break in And he was half black. I mean, I'm not saying anything racist at all. I'm just saying when you set yourself up for that kind of stuff,
Yep.
like, you expect people to not say something.
Well, it's no different than Victor there. I was talking to him earlier, and he was saying he was having chicken for lunch, and all I could do was laugh. I was like, I bet you like that chicken. And he doesn't like mayonnaise, so it just fits the stereotypes. That sounds like Cleveland.
But what I was saying earlier about the 3 issues,
yes.
those 3 issues will ruin roleplay altogether.
Oh yeah, especially the biggest one for me is metagaming.
Yeah.
Trying to set up a new D&D group or even any role-playing group, that's the first thing I tell them. I know you guys know these books like the back of your hands. If you metagame, I'm gonna punish you in game.
Oh yeah.
Just because I'm describing a creature and you know it's a Hydra doesn't mean your damn character does.
They may never have seen a Hydra unless your character was out there doing things.
I had a guy turn to the other players after describing one. He goes, "Oh, dude, I know that's a Hydra. Here's what we have to do." And after they killed it, I said, "Okay, all of you get experience points. You take 1,000 experience points away." What did I do? You metagame, jackass. That's what happens.
Your character does not know anything about it.
If you went down a level, yeah, you went down a level, so you better lose all those abilities and everything you gained the last time you leveled up.
I think for me,
harsh, but it teaches the lesson.
Yeah.
I think for me, like, I didn't really notice the issues, but when I first met Double R here for role playing, I got hit with that issue 1 from a lot of people due to prior issues with him and some players. I kind of got hit with it, and it's like, what the fuck is this? But after those issues were dealt with and we dropped certain people, it's more or less issue 3 that bugs me.
Yeah. And the reason why I say metagame, like, okay, on tabletop, it's, how can I say this? Tabletop, it's easy to keep it apart, but people tend to blur the line because they forget.
Yeah, you forget that you're playing a character instead of sitting around with a bunch of friends, like, talking about it.
Yeah, like, what was it? The DM of the Ring is a good example of that.
Yeah.
Darths and Droids, DM of the Ring. Look those up, and that's pretty much metagame and cross roleplay the entire definition.
Oh, Jesus, Darth and Droids is hilarious.
Yeah.
Summon giant fish. Summon gianter fish.
You cannot do that. Why?
I did it before.
No, but
fine, whatever.
On tabletop, it's a different issue because you actually talk to the person face forward. On stuff like AOL and Facebook, like I told you before, Kira, like I told Victor, I understand if you gotta add people to get your characters into the flow of how they work. I understand that. And I accept that to a point. As you're all seeing, I do accept that if you're trying to get the feel of the character.
I did that with Melina, and I used you as a test for...
Yeah, so you can get the feel for the character. I understand that. But at the same time, I'm like, keep in mind, my character is going to react accordingly. It's not going to be, oh, you're I know who you are. Good to meet you. Blah blah blah. He's going to react accordingly.
Like,
he's just like, what the hell?
We didn't have any crossing, but
yeah, like she came up with a teddy bear. Like if y'all remember the little tower, what was it? The Elder's Tower.
Oh Jesus!
One of the things was Melina tried to give Scorpion a teddy bear, and he flipped out on her. Well, one, to refrain from crossing a metagame, she offered Laser a teddy bear, and he's just like, it's a toy to him. So in his view, it's thanks. And he had a bunch of question marks like, what the hell is this? Why is she giving me a teddy bear? I don't know her. I don't know what's going on. Is this a bomb? Is it a nuke? What, is this a thermal detonator? What did I miss? What is this?
Parky!
But you see what I'm saying? He reacted appropriately to the character because it wasn't, oh, this is Melina, this is a doll, you're supposed to flip out and try to attack.
Exactly.
And that's how it should be. Like, you know, when I started and then stopped because I got too into school and I'm gonna start up again soon, I really promise. You gave me the character and I'm gonna fucking use it. I just popped in and immediately, like, I was able to, because I played the character before, fall right back into it.
Yeah.
And you weren't like, oh, hey, let me show you around. Your initial response was, so you're back, huh?
Yeah.
Because our characters have had their issues in the past.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect your response to be, oh, Draco, long time no see.
Yeah,
Listen,
hey, bud, what
let
have
me
you been?
introduce you to this person, and there's that person, and here's so-and-so. Like, it was, where do we stand?
Laser's not that hospitable.
Once it was established where we stood, he was plenty hospitable. Once it was established I was not there for his head.
Yeah, exactly. Again, Laser represents war. Laser represents war. You have to come off plain as day that you're not there for a fight, or else he's going to assume you're there for a fight.
Exactly.
It'd be like if Laser was to introduce anybody, like, per se, if he was to introduce Rohan anyway, this is my boy, I'm gonna kill him again.
I'm totally going to kill his ass again, dude. But isn't he your son? Your point being? It's like, wait, what? It doesn't seem to add up.
Yeah. Yep. You're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. You need to, I don't know. And it's like you've talked about before, people seem to just do this a lot of the time to get internet ass.
Yeah.
Which, like 10 years ago, when AOL Instant Messenger and chat rooms were a new thing, okay, I kind of understand. You know,
Yeah.
it's
A new
nowadays, like, there's so many, like, porn is everywhere. Why do you need to do it on Facebook? Why do you need to do it in chat rooms? Like,
Yeah.
in a 2-second Google search, you can get your fix. Leave it to people who are trying to do it for, like, fun or to be serious.
True that. No, but the thing I was pointing out was, you know, I said metagame knowledge is the guy that I was talking about earlier who was playing Spider-Man. Think about it. An enemy to Spider-Man, in their view, Spider-Man's an ass. He mocks them, and he fights them, and he's whooping their ass all at the same time. That is a little embodiment of an asshole. Or the way they see it, at least.
Oh yeah, he's a dick. Like,
Yeah.
he's not only gonna make you feel bad about yourself, but he's gonna pound your face in.
While he's doing
And then mock you after you lose, going, dude, like, look at me. I'm a kid, and I just stomped the ground with you? Boy, you really must suck.
Like Ultimate Alliance, I think number 2, did it really well, at least on Xbox. Well, it's the same game, so it's probably on PlayStation as well.
Yeah.
But if you're using Spider-Man, you hear him, like, talk trash the whole
Yep.
time through. He's like, I literally beat up a guy named Fire Lord. Fire Lord. What chance you got? Or if it's like a normal crony, he's beating him up, he's like, hey, you can tell your friends you just got your ass kicked by Spider-Man. Whack! I'm like, dude!
He should wear knuckle dusters with Spider-Man on it, so when he punches somebody in the face, it's like his autograph. Look, Spider-Man hit me. I got the bruise to prove it.
But the reason I pointed out was because Spider-Man doesn't know Laser, and Laser doesn't know Spider-Man. Laser knows the books, but that's about it. But I kind of pointed out to him out of character as well. I'm like, you should read this series, but Laser isn't part of that series of books. But you should read the series for Spider-Man. It's actually really the series. It'll help you get more access to things for Spider-Man out of character.
Yeah.
That's what I told him out of character. In character, because Laser took over Vector, he's like, I heard from the computer, this kid's an actual genius. Again, he already figured out Peter Parker was Spider-Man because, well, in his realm, Spider-Man's a comic book.
Right.
So he figured out Spider-Man's a genius. Why not have him work for his company? Common sense, right?
That's just like with Emma too, right? Like when we did the introduction with Rohan and Emma. Oh, you're that blonde chick from my dad's comic books.
Yeah, exactly. You point out in a way that the character would know if he.
And now she's like, "What? There's a book on me."
But the whole thing was, Spider-Man, of course, being Spider-Man, started being a dick because he thought, well, this guy's like Doc Ock. So he assumed that Laser was like Doc Ock, so he went at him that way. Which made it kind of funny because he said out of character, man, I feel like a dick for doing this to you. And I'm like, nah, dude, it's cool. You're playing the character. I understand that. Do what you need to do.
Yeah.
I read that because I stalked your wall, so.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I understand that. I have stuff on YouTube that tries to help people focus their role playing so they're not total Pains in
And
the ass.
like he said to you, like he may have apologized, but like you said, he needed to do it. Like the people that hold back because they're afraid someone's gonna get offended, you shouldn't be like. You should play your character the way your character needs to be played. And if somebody gets offended, they need to fucking stop role playing because it isn't about you as a person, it's about your character.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I
If
used to
you're
roleplay
gonna
The Rock,
get
and it's the
butthurt
same
over
thing.
it- Yeah, if you're gonna get butthurt over it, then just you need to go somewhere else. You need to go back to playing,
Halo or some shit.
Halo. Yeah.
Something where the enemy isn't really talking trash to you. Where you can just
Well-
shoot them and get it over with.
As long as you're not playing online.
Yeah, true.
I going back 2 topics or 3 topics or 15 topics. I was playing with my buddy the new Call of Duty at his girlfriend's house, and the girls were sitting in the back drinking wine, and I was like, I was trying to explain to them some of the little 12 and 13-year-olds on here
Yeah.
are like bad. They're really bad, and they're like, oh, they can't say stuff too terrible. And I was like, okay, I mean, they drop the N-word and the C-word and all that stuff all the time, and they're like, no, they don't. And as soon as she said that, this little kid goes on there, and clearly a white-sounding kid, oh, all you N-words are gonna be effing this and effing that, and like, you see, this is the future of our great country.
Yeah.
I had to laugh when playing one day because you got these like 13-year-old kids yelling at it. I'm gonna find you where you live and I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh yeah, really? You don't even
God,
know
yep.
where I live, buddy. I'll hack your IP address. Yeah, like a 14-year-old kid can know how to do that.
Dude, you can't even shoot. You can't even shoot at me in a video game. What makes me think you're a threat in real life?
I rarely keep my mic on because I just don't care. And
Yeah, I turned mine
I don't-
off. I just listen.
Yeah, but then one of them started saying stuff like that to me, and I turned it on, and I was like, all right, come and find me. And he goes, oh, you're an adult? And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm 28. So you made a threat. Why don't you come to my house? Oh, no, I'm only 14. I said, no, you said you're going to come to my house. You're going to kill me in my sleep. I'll be waiting for you. Please, come to my house. Please. I
I'll
want
even
you
leave
to
the
come.
door unlocked for you.
Like, come over, I'll make you a nice dinner, and then I'll rip your throat out. I'll bury you in my backyard. Game over.
They got the mowing in
Alright.
the dry. Mm-hmm.
Have you returned, Victor?
I think he's just been chilling there listening to us BS back and forth.
You don't talk much. He's antisocial.
Well, aren't we all? Instead of spending a Sunday with our respective friends and families, we're sitting here on a computer talking to people.
It's still being social to a degree.
Yeah,
I'd
I know.
agree.
I remember explaining that to my ex-wife. She's like, how come you don't go and hang out with your friends? I'm like, no, I'm playing Warcraft. I am hanging out with my friends. They're online, damn it.
Oh yeah, I've seen a guy go over that too. It's WoW versus Facebook, and it's literally a guy and his girlfriend, and the guy's playing a goblin, so he's sitting there. I'm on WoW, talking to my friends, talking to my folks, but they're on this game. She's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to check my Facebook. He's like, how's that different than WoW? The only difference is you don't have a moving avatar. I'm not talking to their avatar. I'm not talking to their picture. I'm not talking to them, and I'm talking to them. I'm not seeing a difference. Shut up, you don't know any better. So he's like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna leave it at this because you're confusing me now. I give up, I don't know. Click, 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 click. But,
What's sad though is when your internet friends are more eager to talk to you than your real life friends.
Well, that's an interesting thing. I have 90% of my friends are people I've met in real life once or twice.
yeah.
I mean, especially people on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, being in the military, it's kind of like that. James and I haven't seen each other in person since 2004,
At least.
but every time we talk, we just pick up right where we left off. Like,
Yeah.
it just happens to be how it goes, especially with the military lifestyle. Which is why I'm on Facebook. If it wasn't for my friends I like keeping tabs on, I'd delete my Facebook account because I think it's the most ridiculous, pointless
True.
waste of my fucking time in the world.
Oh, it's sad though, like, cause I have like 100 and some people on my real Facebook, and not a single person talks to me. And like, I try, and then I hop on my RP account, and everyone's like, "Hey, well, just 4 or 5, but it's still better than 0.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I see what you're going.
I found it. There's like 5 people who will read my posts and like them or comment on them. James, Lisa, you remember Coble, James?
Yeah.
He's
Friends with him too.
constantly commenting on my posts and me on his, which is really weird because we weren't that close of friends back then.
No, y'all weren't.
But like I don't talk to that many people on there. 90% of the people are from high school and military, and
Yep. That's usually how it works, though.
and I'm getting ready to start deleting people from high school because I just don't give a shit anymore. I didn't go to my reunion.
Most of the people you meet in high school, you never really remain friends with. Maybe the odd 2 or 3.
Yeah, like, it bugged me when the reunion was coming up. All the popular people started adding me and were like, "Oh my god, it's so good to see you're doing okay. You gotta come to the reunion. We miss you. How have you been?" And I'm like,
You know
weren't
who
my,
Yeah,
you
you
weren't
don't
my
even-
friend 10 years ago. How about you suck a giant cock and burn in hell? I don't want to see you people.
You
How
don't even know who the hell I am, do you? You just know the name.
like, you want me to pay $100 to come be in a room with people that I despised? Is it an open bar? Well, no. Then, no, I'm not coming. If it's an open bar, you bet your ass I'll be there. I'll sit at the bar the entire night. I would drink my $50 that I paid to come hang out with you people. I won't speak to a single person, and then I'll go home.
I tried, like, I got invited to some freaking party thing, and most of the night I ended up sitting by myself because everyone was too cool to talk to me. It's like, why the fuck did you invite me?
Who's eating? James.
No, not me this time.
What? Who's doing
Speaking
what?
of which, James, do you guys have cats, or is that Kira that I keep hearing a cat from?
It'd be me. I have like 6 in my room.
Okay.
7 if you want to be technical.
I just wanted to make sure that you
Boo.
don't have any yet, James, because Steph's deathly allergic, and when we come visit, we want to be able to hang out.
Alright. I will
I mean,
bring...
if you get one, then you get one, whatever, you know, I hopefully will still be able to get on dates.
We ended up having to adopt one. The other people who lived here kind of abandoned it. So,
Oh, that's right, Lisa posted that.
yeah. Don't worry, we will find a way, don't worry. We will find a
No,
way.
I mean, like I told you, my family lives up there, and last time we stayed at the Fairfield Inn, which is right down the street, so...
Yeah.
You know, I'll go stay with my aunt, or my grandfather, or my other aunt, or my other aunt, or my cousin, you know, they all live right down the street from you.
Oh, well. That's good.
And by the way, they all live right down the street from you, so don't piss me off, man.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. By the way,
I feel so left out here. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know where you live, Kira, but I'm sure there's McGowans around there, too.
I'm stuck in Canada.
Oh, well, actually, no, there's some in Alaska. I don't think there's any in Canada.
you're in the
wait.
Twilight Zone.
Wait, you're Canadian?
Yes.
Oh, no, never mind. I can't talk to you anymore. I'm sorry.
Why?
America rules? Don't you watch How I Met Your Mother?
No.
That's
Oh,
a funny
you should.
series.
You should. There's a Canadian on there that they mock all the time, relentlessly. It's a good show.
Would I make it better if I moved to the States?
No, because you'd still be a Canadian.
You'd be Canadian in the States.
Oh. I'm just giving you shit. Canada's fine. I'm legitimately considering moving up there.
Don't. I want to leave.
Yeah, but see, I live in California where there's no jobs, even though I'm a 10-year military
There's
veteran.
no fucking jobs here. I've been trying to get one.
I bet I can become a Mountie with my military experience.
Hey, quick question,
My
Kira.
experience. I have a high school degree. That's it.
Kira, quick question.
Yeah.
And for those of us who watch South Park, this is a very valid question.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you say about?
About?
She could say about.
Okay, she's American then. She's close enough.
Yeah, she's more American than we thought. Okay. Whew.
How do Canadians say it then?
A boot.
What? That makes no sense.
A boot. Yes.
That's not how it's what it's about.
What are you talking about?
What you need to do is look up South Park's movie.
Oh God.
That one just beat the hell out of it. We'll give you something to cry about. Everyone's laughing at him.
Well, that or the episode where the boys make a internet video to make money.
Oh, they were making fun of, what was it? What in the butt?
Yeah.
That was funny as hell.
That one has the Canadian Bureau of something. That one's pretty funny too.
Yeah. It's good stuff. I'm not saying making fun of Canada is good stuff. I'm just saying in general, the comedy.
See, I watch enough American shows that I've adapted the language.
That might have been it. So we covered a couple of topics already. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, we did a good job, but I'm gonna have to get off here in a couple of minutes because I need to make food.
Yeah, how about say we should probably cut it off here since we actually covered our topics.
As we used to say in the old days, white nerd needs food badly.
Good old gauntlet references.
And unfortunately, you're not here, so making the Spider-Man wrist action is not going to get me food brought to my face. Kira, we used to sit in the dorm room, and instead of saying, "Hey man, would you please hand me that?" he would just look at it and go, tss, 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 moving his wrist like shooting a web at it. And I would just point to various things, and he would just keep doing it until I got the right thing. Because normally we would hang out and play games for like 6 hours and say maybe 5 words to each other.
Yeah, because there's no point.
Pizza? Sure. Hungry? Okay. Soda? No thanks. And that would be the conversation for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Speaking of the old days, there's the street that my school is on is John Way. Every time I see it, I think of Dynasty Warriors. I just can't. I can't. Every single, like, the first time I drove past it, I had to stop and go.
Really? It's like, who put this here and why? Oh, good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah, good times. We're gonna try and do it again next week.
Either next week or the week after. I will put a little message up to let everyone know. I do go between my roleplay one and my real life one, as you saw.
Okay.
So.
Self-plug, I'm gonna start doing my internet DJ thing again.
Cool beans.
Probably next Saturday, if not next Saturday, the Saturday after. So anyone that listens to this podcast besides us that's interested, I will give James that information and we can get it put up.
Alright, yeah, I'll put that down as underneath the link for the video.
Yep, I'll get that to you as soon as I have it. And once we get the video done, I'll post it up on my webpage too.
Alright. Well, give me information for the webpage as well as that link, so I can just put those down at the bottom part of the corner, all that Happy Gilmore stuff, and yeah.
I will post it on your Facebook
That'll work.
in a couple minutes.
Alright, that'll work.
Alright, well, nice chatting with you guys, and until next time.
Bye.
Later, man.
Later.
Alright.
Now it's down to 3. Or 2, because Victor don't count, because he don't talk.
Well, I gotta get ready to do a few things as well, so that's why I was
That's
trying.
right. I need to eat my supper, which has been waiting for me for over an hour.
It's getting shit-faced tonight.
Yeah, apparently I'm gonna party on. So,
Have fun with that.
alright. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.